Our children are our future. We hold so many goals and dreams for them, but we can do more. Here at Developmental Pathways, we are able to help them and encourage them to reach their fullest potential in each stage of development in their young lives. We will challenge them to develop their cognitive abilities, engage them and encourage them to become social-emotionally ready for their age group, and promote physical development, all while they have fun, play, and make friends. In our first room, our infant room, for the first activity we will start with tummy time. Research suggests that babies who spend time on their tummies crawl on their stomachs earlier than babies who don't practice tummy time. The more time babies spend on their tummies, the earlier they might begin to roll over, crawl on their stomachs, crawl on all fours, and sit without support. This will allow for the baby to be strong physically. For the second scheduled activity, we will encourage the infant to develop their senses. In order to achieve this, we will stimulate the infant's different senses by placing objects of different colors, textures, and that make different sounds. According to Piaget, infants at this first construct schemas based on experiences with their senses and motor activity. By allowing the infant to develop their senses, they are able to reach cognitive milestones. When an infant is cognitively able to make advances, it shows a healthy baby. An important item that would benefit infants immensely would be a Grow With Me activity gym by Infantino. This gym would allow for cognitive development to take place as an infant's senses be stimulated and also allows for tummy time to be possible and allows for physical development to take place. This item can be purchased straight from the Infantino website at infantino.com. For our second room, the toddler room, for the first activity, I would suggest to allow for a make-believe hour. Piaget's cognitive theory emphasizes that symbolic representation takes place at this age. This advancement allows children to engage in make-believe play, for instance, because they can remember and imitate past actions. Make-believe hour will allow for a toddler to develop their cognitive abilities to their full potential. The second activity will be music hour. This activity will help them develop physically and allow for social and emotional development, as it will allow for interaction and fun while being physically active and enjoying time with other children their age. What better way to stimulate their cognitive ability and allow for a base of many make-believe stories than to have a puppet theater in the classroom? Symbolic representation needs to be fueled by something that the toddler has seen before. Stories and possibilities are endless with a puppet theater. This item can be purchased at toysrus.com. In our third room, the early childhood room, for this room's first activity, we will start with the activities that allow for concentration and make-believe, like Simon Says and sleeping animals. Since cognitive ability in this stage is increasing tremendously, this growth is marked by an extraordinary advancement in mental representation. This increase is demonstrated most noticeably by imaginary play and the rapid increase in language. For the second activity, the children will participate in choreographed dancing. This will allow for a child to develop social-emotionally by allowing them to participate among a group of peers as well as physically, since they will be participating in physical dance routines. Great items to have in this room would be board games that allow cognitive skills to develop as well as social-emotional skills. Games like Memory would be perfect. You can purchase them at toysrus.com. For our fourth room, the middle-late childhood room, for the first activity, we want to encourage cognitive and social-emotional development by allowing for self-esteem improvement through organized sports. Whether it be soccer, t-ball, or basketball, this will allow for better friendships to build and for self-esteem to flourish. For the second activity, to allow for physical development, a healthy cooking time will be implemented. This activity will allow a teacher to teach the children how to prepare a simple and delicious snack to help with nutrition to develop better and healthier physically. An in-ground basketball hoop will allow for great advances in this age group. It can also be purchased from toysrus.com. For our fifth room, the adolescence room, for the adolescents' first activity, we will allow for the abstract hour. This activity will allow for adolescents to conduct experiments and allow them to develop their cognitive abilities as Piaget's theory suggests. For the second activity, allowing adolescents to participate in group sports will allow for social, emotional, and physical development. This will allow for bonds to be made and for physical activities to take place. A good item for this class would be for students to have access to Apple iPads. With this product, adolescents would be able to conduct research and also use it for other educational programs to develop their math, language, and reading skills. This item can be purchased from apple.com. Thank you, Council, for giving me Developmental Pathways your consideration for this great project. Remember that our children are our future, and together we can make them reach and unlock their full potential.